Each year around Christmas, I try to think of a general theme and meditate on that theme throughout the month of December. This year, my theme was seeking the Christ. Of course, we think of the wise men, we think of seeking Christ, but also the shepherds saw him on that night when the angel appeared to them. Also, there was Simeon and Anna. But as I was thinking about seeking the Christ, a thought came to me about the shepherd boy who maybe just started there as a young man, maybe around 16 years old on the hillside, and the thoughts that would go to his head. And I would like for you to imagine with me, here's this 16-year-old that is now grown up and maybe somewhere more like 80 years old. And it goes something like this as he sits around that Christmas some 60 years later, and he's telling the other children and the other folk around, he says, "Oh yeah, I remember that night. I remember that night so well, it was like it was yesterday. Oh, we were all on the hillside. I was just a lad, just 16 years old, on that hillside, and all of a sudden there was a great light and an angel. We were all afraid. The angel said, 'Be not afraid, for I bring you good tidings of great joy that shall be to all people. For unto you this day in the city of Bethlehem is born Christ.'" They told us the story, and then there was a host of heavenly hosts singing and saying and praising God and giving God glory in the highest. We turned to each other and said, "We got to go see what this is." And so we went on down into Bethlehem and we started asking people, said, "Do you know where the Christ is? Do you know where this manger is? Do you know where this babe wrapped in swaddling clothes?" And oh, they took us down and we found them there at the end. There in the manger was this baby. Oh, so sweet. I was just a lad, as I said, and I'm sure I didn't handle that baby very well. I may have poked at it a couple times. But you know, we watched that baby, and after we left, we told everybody, said, "You won't believe it, the Christ child has been born here in Bethlehem. He's right down there in the manger, right down there in that stable." Then we kept telling people, but we didn't see him again for a while. So people said they had left town and that they may have even gone into Egypt. We didn't see him, probably for probably 12 years we didn't see him again. Then one day we saw that couple. We were down by the temple, and they came into the temple, and that little 12-year-old boy came in with them. And there he was talking to the doctors and the lawyers, and they were amazed that this 12-year-old boy knew more than they knew altogether. Oh, Mom and Dad missed him for a little bit. They came back a couple days later, still found him there teaching the lawyers. 12 years old. And then we didn't see him again for a while. Time went on, but boy, we still talked about that night. Just like tonight, I tell you, we still continue telling everybody about the night that angels came and we saw that baby born. Then, I'd say, must have been about another, probably close to another 20 years. And we saw him again. It wasn't quite 20 years, but here he was up on a hillside, and there was a whole bunch of people around him. And there he was, and they were all hungry, and he started to feed them. He just started with 5 loaves and 2 fishes, but he fed the entire crowd. It was an amazing thing. Boy, let me tell you, that was some of the best fish and bread you've ever had either. Oh, it was good. I wish you could have been there. It was amazing. We watched him, and boy, there was a crowd that would follow him, and then the crowd sort of waned off, and then one day, there was a big commotion. People were excited. They were inviting him into the city. They were crying, "Hosanna in the highest." And they brought him in, and they were putting palm branches down in front of him, and they were putting their robes down in front of him. Saddest day in all my life. I just can't help but bear bear to think of this. It's just a short time later, just about a week later, they took that same baby that was born in that manger, that same baby that was teaching those lawyers, the same baby that fed the thousands, the same baby that now 33 years old. They drug him up that hill. There on the top of that hill, they nailed him to a cross. There they crucified and executed him there on that cross. Saddest day in all my life. Oh, my heart broke. Then, praise God, that only lasted for 3 days. Because you see, 3 days later, he rose again. Oh, the Romans, they tried to seal the tomb. They closed it up, but that tomb couldn't keep him. We all saw him. Everybody saw him. He was around for quite a few days, and then one day, he just ascended up into the heavens. He said, as you see me go, I'll come again. And oh, let me tell you, I'm still awaiting that day. He's coming again. Oh, I may pass on before he comes, but I can promise